Zach with Web3 Reviews. Thank you for being with us. Today, it is Monday, June 23rd, and we're going to be talking about the crypto market. Let's go. Remember that none of this is financial advice. Y'all hanging in there? Man, is this your first rodeo? How you guys hanging? When I see dips like this, I really don't give a shit. We're talking about the summer of pain. We're talking about weekend price action. We got XRP below $2. I said our range would be $2 to $2.60, but I said if it went below 2, we'd see a lot of buy orders coming in. And we'll see how it goes, man. Right now, we're on 24 hours below 2. Hey, so I guess I didn't predict it quite right. Dude, I'm just a guy out here talking shit, telling you guys what I think. Do I got the crystal ball? No, all right? But I appreciate you guys tuning in, man. We're all in this together, okay? This is a journey, bro. I'm on year 8. I'm here playing the game, dude. I don't feel like my house is on fire. I don't feel like the market's crumbling to nothing. You know, World War III might have started, it might not have. I don't know. Historically, in times of war, the market does better than average. Dude, wartime leads to inventions being made, leads to some businesses doing well. But we see XRP below $2. And I hope you guys are doing well. If you guys got paid Friday, are you buying? What's up? Let's check in on some other assets. Flare is 1.5 pennies. There it is, man. Great buying opportunity if you're trying to get in on some Flare. I mean, right now, $1,500 gets you 100,000 Flare tokens. Come on. If you were sidelined, great buying opportunity. Dude, but my question is this. If you were sidelined, are you now too scared to enter? Oh no, World War III is starting. We're going to go much lower. Oh, summer of pain. You know, I don't know how you're feeling. I'm asking, right? Because I know how I'm feeling. I'm that perma bull, dude. For me, it's been like it's the night before Christmas for the last 6 years, dude. Ever since I got my research right and truly understood what XRP was here to do, I felt like the switch could be flipped at any moment. We are on the precipice of a flip of the switch, dude. We know. Look at all the bullish news coming out. Look at all the institutions coming online. This is FUD right here. Dude, the price is the FUD right now. Isn't that funny? When the and I'll be talking about this sometimes on this channel, is that usually good news, the price is baked in before the good news comes out, okay? Because the people who are truly in the know, they know. It's news for the masses, not the classes. You get what I'm saying? Because those at the top of the classes already know, dude. And those with the masses get to understand later what's going on. Well, right now, the news is all really bullish, all right? Besides the geopolitical news, World War III, all right? But the news of institutions coming into crypto is extremely bullish. Everything is gearing up for this crazy run, and the market is red. Dude, it's not going to be a straight line up forever, man. There's going to be days where the price goes down, and legends are made when you fucking hold the line. Legends are made when you don't sell your bag or when you add more, man. Dude, have some conviction in something. Believe in your future self being a motherfucking boss, dude. Are you selling like a little fucking paper hand, lettuce hand motherfucker, bro? Or what you got? You got diamond nuts, dude. Who are you today? Okay? That's my question, bro. Who are you today? Because every day you wake up and you have a chance to be somebody different, bro. Every few years I wake up and I'll be like, holy, assets aren't as secure as they need be. And this leads me to take a look at everything I'm doing, make sure I got my 12 words all backed up, you know, et cetera, man. Speaking of, I got some stories to talk to you guys about, man. We got some stuff going on, dude. The world's getting scary, man. And if you're not set up for the fucking shit happening, I think you could get fucked later on by some fucking shiesty games, dude. I think the scammers are going to be real legit in the future with AI and fucking all sorts of nonsense, dude. Let's take a look at some shit. Bro, we'll start here. I have confirmation now that they're deleting screenshots from people's phones. You've been notified. Okay, now this is talking about some shit that I'm not talking about, all right? I'll scroll while I'm talking so you can understand. But I'm going to generalize this to talk about what I am talking about. Dude, don't keep screenshots of your 12 word on your phone. Don't write it down in your notes. Don't save it. Don't email it to yourself. Don't text it to yourself. Now, the thing about our social security numbers is we're fucked. We should all have our credit locked. All right? Have it locked with the 3 bureaus because the deal is, bro, that we're fucked. All of our socials are leaked, dude. And the other day, we got that notice that, like, all the passwords had been fucking leaked, bro. There was a password breach from Google, Facebook, you know, you name it. This, that, the third, all the passwords in the world were breached. And, of course, people are saying, well, it's not the actual password. It's just the fingerprints of it. Okay, well, the people who are smart enough to fucking hack and get all the passwords, I'm sure they're smart enough to fucking figure out the fingerprints and figure out what the actual password is. So you got to go in and you got to change all your passwords, okay? Big hassle, number one. You know that your credit card, you know that your social security number is fucking fucked. So you gotta have your credit locked. Bro, the only thing wholly out there anymore is your crypto wallet, dude. Like, yeah, your bank can get you back for the 250 G's if you get hacked. I remember when I worked at T-Mobile, there was a hack that happened if you had Wells Fargo Bank and if you had T-Mobile. And it was just a simple SIM card hack where somebody would figure out what your phone number was and they would figure out that you had 2-factor authenticator with your bank based on your phone number. And then all they had to do was convince your T-Mobile account that you needed a new SIM card. Once they got your phone number on a new SIM card, they got to your bank account, and they were able to withdraw all your money. So dude, my crypto accounts aren't tied to my phone number. They're not tied to my email address. They're not tied to me at all, you know? So it doesn't really bother me that things are leaked on the internet because I'm an all crypto guy, okay? I came up as an all crypto guy. I wasn't a fucking real person until I got into crypto. I was a fake person. I was Pinocchio, okay? And motherfucking Geppetto, you know, he let me off the strings, bro. He gave me some life, dude. And by Geppetto, I mean Satoshi. Satoshi and the idea of Bitcoin, bro. And dude, you know, who is Satoshi? Who is the puppet master of crypto? You know me. I think it's David Schwartz. I think it was a team of people, right? Yeah, Arthur Brito, the Invisible Man. Of course, dude, of course. Neither here nor there. All right, so what I'm saying is, though, don't save things digitally. You're being watched, okay? We've known for a long time you're being watched. You ever heard of the Arthur Lee Band? Somebody's watching you. You go. Great fucking music, bro. Go listen to some classic rock and roll, dude. Get your tea up, bro. You know, we've entered a world of low tea motherfuckers, bro. And if you're selling on a day like today, bro, if you're feeling fearful, bro, you might have to look yourself in the mirror. A low tea motherfucker, dude. And there's nothing wrong with realizing where you're at. We should be able to know what our health levels are, dude. Right? Wouldn't you want to know so you could get better, dude? There's things you could do to get better, bro. You could buy crypto. You could buy Xrp and Flr, dude. You could go against the grain. You should be working on your physical health and your mental health every day so you don't lose your mind, dog. It's either slipping or it's getting better, bro. That's how I see it, okay? Every meal you eat, you have a chance, bro. And I eat a lot of shit, dude. I think about it. I think about it, bro. Where am I going with this? Let's continue on, bro. Shit's getting scarier. So check this out. There's this black man on TikTok that uses Google VO3 to make videos of AI black women. He's making money hands over fist. How I knew it was AI because every video was an event. I saw some flaws. He's getting thousands of views each video. People don't know it's fake. This guy says, so it's a good hustle. If you can tap into the thirsty black men and incel market, okay? You know, yeah, how do we know he's black? It doesn't really matter who it is making it, right? It could be a woman making it. It doesn't matter who's making it. The fact is that it's being made. Okay, and that it's tricky. Dude, it's getting trickier. It's getting trickier. The AI is getting better, dude. It's only been 1 year. 1 year ago, we had Will Smith eating pasta, and it was ridiculous and hilarious, and nobody was that concerned, because we were like, it's just Will Smith eating pasta, you know? Like, nobody gives a fuck, dude. Bro, now we got Will Smith out there doing humiliation rituals in the street. I like pretty girls, when he's clearly like, you know, I mean, how old is Will Smith, first of all? And I don't know what he's up to, bro, but it's not something that, you know, someone on the straight and narrow might find to be reasonable, I'd say, okay? This dude was clearly a diddier. Bro, where am I going with this? Where am I going with this, okay? AI can't quite get the eating right yet. It's got the food just disappearing. If you were to watch this video of this lady eating, the food just disappears, right? But what I'm saying is the AI is getting better, dude. And yeah, there's somebody who's my competitor or my buddy, okay? My coworker, if you were, somebody in my line of, you know, this isn't what I call work, but it's something I'm doing every day. I'm sure there's a lot of people doing this, but I noticed that this guy was making AI videos, dude. And it's neither here nor there. Like, here's the thing, to make this AI video, I'm sure he had to get a real video of himself first. And he has to write a script, or maybe he has AI writing the script. You can have AI trained to your voice. But what if it's not a real person? I mean, obviously there's a real person behind it, but you know, what if it's not this guy, dude? And I haven't shown you who I am. So, you know, you guys tell me. Maybe you guys feel better about this guy's videos than mine, dude, just based off the fact that there is a person and it's more personable. I don't know, dude. I mean, I'm not hating on it. I'm just saying it's getting tricky. That's all I'm saying, okay? I'm just saying it's getting tricky, man. Dude, you know what? What's fun to me about this is getting in here and talking. It's that crypto therapy. It's getting it off my chest. If I was just typing, dude, or I was having AI type a script and then a robot reading it, that wouldn't be fun to me at all. Maybe this guy's getting paid for these AI videos on TikTok and shit. I don't know. Like, I just became a YouTube partner. I'm not quite getting paid yet, all right? So we'll see what it's like, dude. If I'm able to make some money, maybe I'll help some cats, bro. We'll see. I would like to give back and help some people. How do you do it? You know, I got a lot of homeless people in my end of the world, I should say. And I don't know if just giving money to these people really helps them, man. They have a lot of government benefits. I feel as though helping my family, becoming the best version of myself is the way I could give back. Helping my sons, man. Making sure when they turn 18, they've got the world at their fingertips and they don't got to go through the mud like I had to. Not to say my family didn't help me, man, but I worked 3-4 jobs at a time. And sure, it made me. Okay, I know, it made me. Thank you guys for helping me by making me make myself. But it was make or break, dude. And I know some people that fucking broke. I look around the room. Damn, brother. I wish I could help you, man, but you gotta help yourself, bro. It's like the fucking drug addict, right? He's not gonna stop doing drugs because I want him to. Bro, you know drug addicts are so bad, man, that they'll wear off on you and you gotta go to some shit you're not even a drug addict, but you gotta go to Al-Anon. because you know somebody who's alcoholic. And that's the shit that runs in my family, bro. My family, you know, they're all over the board with that type of deal. And it might just be their way to get community, try and better themselves, because, hey, they see the writing on the wall before it has to go that far. And some of them who don't end up off the sauce. It seems like it's one person in each generation. Thankfully, it's not me, so it seems. But I've definitely been hit by the crypto and investing bug. And that kind of took the steam away from any type of other shit, right? I was a big conspiracy theorist, so you will. 1 year in, and AI is getting out of hand. What's going to happen with this, man? We need better security. We need better protocols to tell what's AI. It's fucking madness, dude. You know, I call myself the Shimigami on the internet, which goes to this anime called Death Note. And the Shimigami is a grim reaper in Japanese lore who sees the fate of men and women and can tell when they're going to die and then writes in their book when it's time, how it's going to happen, and goes and collects their soul, right? Why am I the Shimigami on Twitter? I don't know. Before I was Web3 Reviews, I was just a guy who talked shit. And I talked shit as this Grim Reaper. I was just an XRP shit talker, bro. I'm a big XRP guy. I like talking about Bitcoin maxis and Badger dancing ETH devs. I think that's funny. And it's important to laugh, dude, okay? There's definitely a cult-like team with XRP. There's people who want to get rich and think this is a great asset, and they'll go to bat for it. All right, if you want to call it a cult, whatever. Charles Hodgkins has said sorry. So is it a cult or no? Charles Hodgkins said sorry. He called it a cult. Now he's apologized. I'm going to go with the fact that it's not that, all right? And I'm just here talking shit, bro. It's Monday morning, dude. I'm here talking shit. I hope you guys are doing well, bro. How was your weekend, dude? I know. Did you look at your wallets and they were down? It sucked, whatever. Right? But let me tell you this, the passage of time. Let the passage of time unwork what has not worked. This is my Kamala impression. I don't know if I'm doing a good one.
Talking about the significance of the passage of time, right? The significance of the passage of time. So when you think about it, there is great significance to the passage of time in terms of what we need to do to lay these wires, what we need to do to create these jobs. And there is such great significance to the passage of time when we think about a day in the life of our children.
I remember when she was spouting off on that nonsense, and it turns out that it was all actually communist talk verbatim. Like, they're trying to erase what man is. That way they can reinstill a new version of man in their eyes, and we're all going to be one man. It's going to be a comrade, right? I'm sure Benefactor would love this, dude. Get rid of the nodes, you know? He thought that was cool, bro. He changed the terms of service on motherfucking Gala Games website to circumvent a node vote. He just deleted it. Just like Google deleting the do not be evil part of their terms of service for employees, right? Yeah, whatever, dude. I went to a graduation party the other day. I saw my uncle, right? Bro, I haven't seen him in a while. And, you know, back in the day when Big Unc told me he didn't believe in evolution, I thought he was crazy. And we had some good laughs at his expense, dude. And I'm not going to sit here and tell you I don't believe in evolution, right? But I don't believe in Darwin's theory of evolution. How about that? I believe in microevolution versus macroevolution. What does it even mean to believe in something, bro? Am I saying, oh, I'm going to fight over this because I fucking believe and I'm going to go to war for it? No, dude. I actually believe that I don't know enough. And I don't know enough to say that I think that the theory of us being tadpoles is the theory that I go with. My grandpa wasn't a tadpole, bro. Maybe yours was, dude. Speak for yourself, okay? But mine wasn't, dude. I was a human being, okay? And if we were naked, hairless apes who ate mushrooms and realized that our balls were hanging and that we didn't want our women to be seen naked by other fucking naked, hairless apes whose balls were hanging, then that makes more sense to me than that we were tadpoles. We were just retarded, right? And have you guys seen this dude on YouTube, bro? He's always making these videos where he says be retarded with everything. This guy's hilarious, dude. It's important to laugh, bro. Dude, it's the summer of pain. And if you cannot take yourself away from the markets and say, okay, it sucks right now, but like, I'm playing. You know, it sucks, but I'm playing. Then you're going to have a rough time. It's not really a big deal, dude. Here we go. Cassie trades. Let's get some TA in this bitch. XRP is delivering exactly the behavior I've been looking for. In previous updates, I explained what I was watching for in this drop. Price to come close to major fib, a small bounce to fake strength, and then a final touch to fib support, ideally forming a bullish divergence. And now that's exactly what we're seeing with the 1.9 level. 1.9 is a major support. It's the macro 0.5 retracement from the entire correction. A clean touch here with divergence would be up the textbook bottom setup. Here's the part that really builds my confidence. Bitcoin is showing the same structure. Over the past week, I've been watching Bitcoin approach its own major 2.36 retracement near 97K. It came just shy of it, bounced, and now looks ready for that final sweep to support. If Bitcoin tags that level while XRP is 1.9, that's heavy confluence. That moment algorithms get what they're looking for. Both assets are showing this same almost hit bounce final drop behavior, and it's no coincidence. Markets do this at the same time when looking for fuel to launch a reversal. If XRP hits 1.9 and Bitcoin reacts at 97K, that's the kind of stack signal we've been waiting for. This drop isn't failure. It's the final shakeout. No way, dude. We've made it to the final shakeout again. It's always the final shakeout, bro. It's like that Family Guy episode when the FCC bans everything on TV, and then there's that guy who watches you piss, and he says you can't shake yourself more than one time, or else you're just touching yourself, right? It's like that, dude. I don't know, man. Time traveler. Dude, we're not going beneath $1.90. And if we do, all right. But we're definitely not going back down to 50 cents, man. Time travelers out here saying good news. All of you who did not buy at 50 cents or less, you might be given a chance like never before to go back down. And this is off of a Watcher Guru tweet that says 875 million was liquidated from the crypto market in the last 24 hours. Dude, don't get your hopes up, man. And I know that all these people who missed the boat fucking 5 years ago, really 1 year ago, but for the past 5 years, are hoping that we do go back down to 50 cents. These are the same people who are going to be shit talking if it did do that. So, it's important to be the contrarian, man, to play against the grain. I really think that, bro. If everyone's moving one way, you should move the other. And it was interesting the other day because we've actually had a lot of positive news on XRP recently. While XRP used to be the black sheep of crypto, thought of as this asset that was working with regulators while all of crypto was meant to circumvent regulators, down with the banks. Now it's thought of as XRP's mainstream. And so maybe that's scary to you. I recommend being on the XRP rich list if you can, dude. I recommend owning as much XRP as you can. I recommend owning as much Flare as you can. I recommend being on the Flare rich list. I like Songbird as well, okay? Give me some of that canary network. Life's good if you let it be, dude. Are you too caught up in the market, bro? Go touch some grass again, man. These are your buying opportunities. Are you going to let them slide by? You shouldn't. Going back to this story about this graduation party I went to, my uncle said recently. So I've come to find out, going back to this story, that my uncle wasn't that crazy at all, man. He just wasn't wording his hypothesis as good as he could have. All right, we all try the best we can. I'm out here trying the best I can. So off of that, I see him and he asked me immediately, hey, Z, what do you think about AI? You think we're all screwed? I'm like, oh man, let me tell you this, my guy. I said, let me bring it back to construction. My 9 to 5 is in construction management right now. And I said, dude, when the excavator came out, when the forklift came out, people thought of these machines like gods. I said, oh my God, they could do the work of 100 men in no time. My uncle got a good laugh out of that. And I said, man, but listen, whenever we have these upgrades, people lose their jobs. Okay, some truckers are going to lose their jobs, maybe. Some coders are going to lose their jobs, maybe. Some journalists are going to lose their jobs. It's going to be felt on a grand scheme, I'm sure, and I'm generalizing, and I'm sorry about that, right? I mean, it might be lawyers and doctors. I don't know. It might be school teachers. I don't know, okay? The point I made to my uncle, though, is, man, this stuff happens, and it happens, and it happens. This isn't new. Think about the Industrial Revolution. Things like that, right? And I told him the way it works is that some people are going to adapt, man, and they're going to get new jobs, and they're going to figure it out. And other people are going to become drunks. And they're never going to work again. This is the way of the world, right? And my uncle got a good laugh out of that because he knows that to be the truth. And here we go. It looks like Uber drivers are going to be out of a job soon. Super congratulations to the Tesla AI software and chip design teams on a successful robo-taxi launch. You can get a ride right now on a robo-taxi for $4.20 flat for the ride. Would you ride in them? I'm sure a year from now, it's not really going to matter. It's just going to be what people do. So shortly after I had this conversation with my uncle, I end up at a McDonald's. It's not somewhere I go often, but hey, I popped my head in one, man, right? I'm at a McDonald's. And it was pretty interesting. I ordered at one of the screens. These have been a thing for a while, right? But it's just so much more efficient to order at one of these. You don't have to sit behind somebody counting their change or trying to get the order right. You just order at one of these screens. So you order at a screen, you're waiting. I'm looking around the room, man, and there were a few kids there, right? Using it as a third space, like a Starbucks, like a meetup space, right? That's what I used McDonald's for when I was a kid. You could get $1 McChicken, $1 sundae, cheap drink cup. You could just sit there with your buddies in between your high school and your activity or whatever you were doing, So I saw some kids there still. It was still a third space. But everyone else I saw, I swear to God, I was like the only customer there, man. Dude, the other people who were coming in, they were DoorDash drivers. Yeah. And so I don't think that the robot's going to be able to do DoorDash yet. But man, it's just interesting. I got robots that flip the fries for us out in Seattle, bro. We got a restaurant that's got robot fry flippers. So it's happening, bro. It's happening in real time right in front of you, whether you like it or not, dude. And so you're either going to be somebody who adapts, who gets on board, who learns how to command the robots, or they're going to be telling you what to do, man. And that's interesting, huh? Dude, get yourself on the Flare and XRP rich list. That way you could buy yourself a fucking robot and have them work for you. Imagine an AI agent having a chip that you could train on a PC, and then you plug it into your Optimus robot, and now it's your carpenter. I've been telling my buddies at work about this. I got a buddy who's a foreman carpenter. I was like, dude, hopefully our company will still pay you to work when it's your Optimus robot, because it's technically your knowledge, right? You trained it, and maybe you still have to be there to make sure it's doing everything correct. But I think that could really help. Or even the exoskeletons, right? That let you lift more and take some pressure off you. This stuff's good, dude. Don't fight the future, bro. Somebody was talking about flying cars, and of course somebody responded and was like, why do we need them though? And the response to that person was, why do communists always fight innovation, right? They want you to be stagnated and stay the same, so that way they could get their money off of you every year forever. If AI displaces a lot of the workplace, we're going to have to think of solutions. I don't know if UBI is the answer, like Andrew Yang talked about. We read some papers on this type of thing, but there will have to be discussions because we can't just have everyone out of work. Dude, the other thing about it is that work gives people purpose. You know, it makes you feel good to be providing an economic benefit to your family and to yourself. I believe in getting that XRP yield through Flare, baby. I believe in putting my Flare to work and getting paid twice a week delegation rewards. I was at a boat party, man. My wife's girlfriend had a party. We went out, and my wife was pissed. I spent like 10 minutes helping somebody get their Bifrost set up, and I sent them $10 of Flare. They didn't have a Coinbase account yet, so I was like, dude, it's going to be too much for you to get this set up. Let me just get you into Bifrost, and I'll send you $10 of Flare, get you wrapped in a fucking Google Cloud delegation, and you can just figure out the rest yourself. I told him, give me a call, you know? My wife was pissed, dude. But that's how it is, man. We're out here trying to help people. That's how I help people. I answer the question at the end of this, you know? I'd like to help people. Here I am. I think I'm trying my best, dude. I'm out here. It's Zach with Web3 Reviews. Thank you for being here. Until next time.